So how did universe begin? According to the Big Bang theory. Well, first understand what is the Big Bang. Most astronomers believe that the universe began in a Big Bang about 14 billion years ago. The Big Bang theory is an effort to explain what happened at the very beginning of our universe. Discoveries in astronomy and physics have shown beyond a reasonable doubt that our universe did in fact have a beginning. Prior to that moment, there was nothing. During and after that moment, there was something. Our universe, which contained space and time. According to the Big Bang theory, nothing existed before a tiny point or bubble that was far smaller than an atom, but hotter and denser than anything we can imagine. Then suddenly, this tiny bubble exploded and the universe was born. When the Big Bang happened, it let loose a huge amount of energy into a small universe. Inside the universe, the energy went zipping around like crazy all over the place. Within seconds, the universe grew from smaller than a single atom to bigger than a galaxy. Time, space, and matter were all formed out of that sheer energy, and it kept on growing at a fantastic rate. In fact, it is still expanding today. The first stars died, and the elements from them formed new stars. The time taken was 15 billion years, and the temperature was minus 270 degrees Celsius. Clouds of hydrogen and helium formed galaxies and stars. The time taken was 1 billion years, and the temperature was minus 200 degrees Celsius. Then, electrons combine with protons and neutrons to form atoms, mostly hydrogen and helium. The time taken was 3 lakh years, and the temperature was 10,000 degrees Celsius. Still too hot to form into atoms. Charged electrons and protons prevent light from shining. The time taken was 3 minutes. The temperature was 10 to the power 8 degrees Celsius. Now, just after 1 second, the cosmos starts to cool. Small particles turn into bigger particles, like protons and neutrons. The time taken was 10 to the power minus 6 seconds, and the temperature was 10 to the power 13 degrees Celsius. Just after the inflation, the cosmos became a hot soup of small particles like quarks, electrons, etc. And the time taken was 10 to the power minus 32 seconds, and the temperature was 10 to the power 27 degrees Celsius. At a tiny fraction of a second, the cosmos inflates from the size of an atom to that of a cherry, and the time begins. Although most scientists agree that the universe began with the Big Bang, there were some who disagreed. Three British scientists put forward the steady state theory. The name of the scientists were Herman Bondi, Fred Hoyle, Tommy Gold. According to this theory, the universe looks the same, no matter the viewpoint. And the universe has always looked like this. To put it simply, the universe is uniform throughout both time and space and had no beginning. The steady state theory is simple, but it had no answer to many phenomena found in the universe. As a result, it gradually lost its supporters. So, why do scientists believe that there was a Big Bang? In its early stages, the universe was very hot, and its temperature determined all its other properties. The universe settled down gradually to a calmer period. The main component of the universe then was radiation, which bounced off tiny particles of matter to form a fog. Gradually, the fog cleared, but a background of heat radiation still fills the universe. Scientists consider this background radiation to be proof that the Big Bang really happened. In the early 1960s, physicists Anno Penzias and Robert Wilson discovered microwave radiation with a highly sensitive radio telescope, giving evidence to the Big Bang. Well, what exists outside the universe? Well, have you ever thought about what may lie beyond our universe? Well, the greatest of scientists till now have only guessed at the answer. Is there another universe beyond ours? Scientists say that it is highly unlikely. Most probably, there would be no space or distance or things beyond our universe. Of course, this is only a guess, as we said earlier, based on the clues left behind from the birth of the universe. So, coming on to the conclusion, how old is the universe? It is now generally accepted that the universe began with a Big Bang. The next question is, when did this happen? Astronomers can calculate the age of the universe in three ways. First, they can figure out the ages of some of the oldest stars in the universe by studying globular clusters. A globular cluster is a dense collection of close to 1 million stars, all of which formed at roughly the same time. The life cycle of star depends upon its mass, and by calculating the mass, the age of a global cluster can be calculated too. The oldest global cluster, which were probably formed when the universe began, are much smaller and dimmer than our sun, and their age is an indication of the age of the universe. Another way to estimate the age of the universe is to measure its current expansion rate and then go back or rewind to find out when it started expanding. The third method is to check meteoroids for radioactive elements that were produced in the stars since the Big Bang. These elements are constantly decaying at a known rate, and by studying them, we can find out how old the universe is. So, how old is the universe? Well, the answer is the universe is about 14 billion years old.